to my channel Space Remote Sensing and GIS, and today I am come with a very interesting lecture that is on site suitability analysis. Site suitability analysis, actually it's a very interesting topic. Okay, so mainly when you means site suitability is actually allow you to experiment with the layer weights, okay, and the transformations. The suitability model is actually create the suitability model that is accessible through the catalog pane. So we will store the associate group layer contain the suitability criteria layers, okay, and then transform this layer suitability surface which we are going to create now. So using the site suitability model, you can adjust the weightage and change the transformations and quickly visualize the results of your changes in the suitability surface. Okay, so let's start with the suitability analysis so that you can get an idea what we are actually going to discuss it here. So here we are actually going to do one analysis which is based on the beer suitability analysis. The beer this is basically we are going to do for different type of wildlife habitat zone identifications. Okay, usually we did this type of analysis. Okay, so here I'm just trying to give you one example over the beer suitability model over the Vermont area. Okay, so to that particular area I have few layers, okay, already with me. One is the land use layer, another one you see elevation layer, this two are raster layer, and we have one stream layer and the road layer. These are the vector layer. Okay, so usually whenever you are going to use any kind of model, site suitability model, one thing you should remember, all your layers resolutions should have same. Okay, so that is the prime important things over here. Just like this, see here we have a two layer. One is land use. If you go in a property and check the source and the raster information, you see this is 30 meter and 30 meter. Similarly, we have the elevations over here. Okay, so like our elevation data, raster informations 13 30, so both are 13 to 30. So whatever the project I am just trying to run over here, that should have maintained this criteria, means all my spatial resolutions should have 30 meter. Okay, so how we're going to fix that? So you just see here under the analysis tab we have a very good tool which is called as an environment. I already showed you in my previous videos also, but you just see here you can fix under the processing extent. I can fix it over here as a elevation. Okay, so that is elevation resolutions, the extents, whatever the extent of this elevation layer, so that much only it will go. And even the cell size raster, so that also I am selecting same as the elevation. So elevation layer already I showed you that is a 30 meter, so I can fix this two thing. Okay, so simply click on OK, and this criteria is fixed for this. Okay, now the next important thing is I have the two layer. One is stream road, and this road, stream and road, these are the vector layer. So we need to convert it in a raster. So we will use this stream roads and land use means land use and elevation and raster. Okay, so in the raster format. So that's why we are means we are going to use a weighted suitability surface. Okay, so that's why we require the raster layer. So in this case, the first I'm going to change this stream and road layer into distance surface, which is basically the raster, and we will rescale it also in 30 meter. Okay, how we're going to do that? Okay, first we're going to do that. Okay, so I just need to go to this toolbox, and here I just simply type distance. So this is the distance accumulations. If you simply click on that, okay, and you see input raster, you can give the input raster. First one I'm going to do for the stream. Okay, so I will just select that, and then district accumulation, wherever you want to save under a geo database, you need to save these data sets. So let's go to the folder connection where I have my data sets. I will create here a new database. Under that I'm going to save all these things. So I'm going to create all these things under this. So I will create under this test one, I'm just going to create a new file database, and I'm giving this name as a site. Okay, so under this I'm just going to save all my data sets. So I will select it, I will save this name under this GDB. This one I'm giving the name as a stream distance. Okay, stream, so stream distance, I'm giving the name save. Okay, so once I will save it, now simply click on run and let's wait for the result. So see here, this is the results which came for the stream districts. So this is my first raster layer. So that's now say means the second means this is from the stream I've generated the raster. So as you've seen here, this is the stream raster. Now I have to create the same thing for the road also. So I will go back to this, click on the stream accumulation. Here I am now going to use the road one. Okay, so this road dust. So similarly you can give the name now the road dist. Road dist, save. Okay, so as you seen here, I am just save this name as a road dist. So I will just simply run it and we will create a road district layer. Just simply click on the run and let's wait for the results. So as you've seen here, now the road raster layer is also created. So this is my road raster layer and this is my stream raster layer. Okay, so both are actually created. Now I'm ready to create my site suitability analysis. So before that, one more layer is also need to calculate, that is the slope. I require the slope for this analysis. So slope I am going to calculate from my elevation data. So there is a tool will be there, we can directly calculate it. So that is surface parameter. You can search this tool, surface parameter. Okay, so you can use this tool. Now you can give input of this particular elevation data sets. So from the elevation only we are going to calculate this. So I can give the name as here as slope and simply click on save. Okay, now slope is done. So once the slope is done, I'm just going to give this distance the same, and see here 30 meter as I fix there environment. So by default it is automatically fixed for that. Okay, so let's run and create the slope layer. So it will take few minutes time and now it will get the results. Yeah, so we will get the results. Now this is my slope parameters. Now the next things, see here I have the slopes, I have the road districts, I have the stream districts. Okay, so this all is actually required for my further analysis in the suitability model. So how you can open a suitability model? As you see under the analysis tab, there is a suitability modeler is already there. So simply click it. So it will take few minutes time and then the suitability modeler pane will open. So this is my suitability modeler pane. So now in the pane I can give this my model name as Beer suitability model. So Beer suitability model is my model name, and this I'm going to give a criteria of 1 to 10 that I'm going to fix for this. Okay, and weightage by I'm changing from multiplier to the percent. Okay, so that I'm just going to changed over this particular place. And one more things you need to do it here in the suitability modeler tab, this auto calculate option you just need to check off. Okay, so you have to run the calculate manually, not the auto calculate. So that you need to do it over here. So this is the first criteria which I just fixed for the model. Now in this suitability modeler, you see this is a suitability tab will be there. So in the suitability tab, whatever my input will be there in my model, so that I can add over here. Okay, so how I'm going to add it? So simply click on down, and first is whatever it is required. So you just click over here as a slope, road distance, stream distance, and land use. So I just want this 4 raster layer. So I'm just selecting this and then simply click on add. So you just see left side, all are actually added to your these sides. So you can collapse this all the layer which is under your this. Okay, so and you can switch off this individual layer under this place. Okay, so this is the means your suitability model which we are going to create. So that will going to reflect over under this particular model only. Okay, Now I'm going to fix the weightage for individual layer like land use, stream, road, slopes will be there as I am calculating the percentage. So I'm just going to give the more weightage whatever is required. So I'm just giving the more weightage for that. Okay, just like here stream distance is very important, like we are always I mean near to the streams because of the food and water. So I'm just giving the more weightage to the beer, that is 35. Okay, and land use is also important factor, so that's why I'm giving is 20. The road distance is not that much factor but I will give it here as a 20. And the slope is also a little less criteria for this, so I'm just going to give here this also as a 20. Okay, so this is my class, and this total percentage is always is 100. Okay, so now you can change this percentage to the different weightage, different criteria as you perform your analysis for as long. Okay, it's 100%. Now the next important thing is I'm just trying to do the reclassifications over the dataset. So my model is actually prepared. Okay, so now individually I have to give this one, like selecting one criteria at a time, one mod in the model, that only we can do. And we will give you the options to transform the input layer and prepare them for the weightage overlay analysis. Okay, so that's what we will going to do it now. So like my first criteria as you seen here, that is the land use. So if I want to do for that, then I will just simply click on this circle on this land use. Okay, and you see this is my transformation span A which will come up. So in the content also you see the transformations is actually going to show you transformation land use layer added to the beer suitability groups. Okay, so they're added, seen here beer suitability groups, it's added. This layer will actually reflect to change you to make the using the difference functions. Okay, suitability map layer which is also added. So this layer which is actually used to show the analysis results from the input layers which we are going to combine. So this layer is actually take a moment of to creating this added. So if the layer is are not added, then you can click this circle and you can add it again. So this is the only criteria. Anyway, now in the content panel, if you see here, I'm just going to switch off this suitability map. Okay, and we have this transform land use map. As you see here, this is visible here, transform land use map. Okay, this transform land use map. So transformation panel, if you see here, this is a unique category which is selected. So we will actually reclassify this land use category. Okay, so according the most suitable land use for the beer habitat are actually naturally vegetated. Okay, so how we're going to understand this? See here we have the land use. So if you open this attribute criteria, so you require for investigations, so which one habitat is actually suitable for the beer. Okay, so accordingly you have to class, just like I already generated one, so that only I am just giving here as an input, like for one category 1, category 2 what it is coming. So you have to understand that. So just I make it already, so I'm just typing accordingly, like I'm giving this as a 2, giving this as 3 as a 2, then 4 as a 3, then 5 as a 4, then 6 as a 9, then 7 as a 7 only, then this also 8, and then 9 I'm giving more weightage 10, and then I'm giving this 11 as a 2. So this is based on the land use category which we are actually selected. Okay, so 10 is our 9, sorry, this is 9, and then 11 is 2, and then 12 is my 3. Okay, so this is the criteria which will fix. The suitability number is actually based on the estimated from the wildlife experts, and the base known the research on where to find the beer. So you can use this analysis to test and try the proof the assumptions. Okay, so let's see how it will happen once I will go and to calculate this model. So simply go to the site suitability model and then simply click on the calculate. See, the model is updated. Okay, and you see here the results how it is going to show you. So now if you want to save this criteria for this model, then you can click on this save model options. Okay, now your model is saved. Now I'm going to do the same thing over the another one, like called the distance from the streams. So I will select this dot, and now see the stream one will going to open over here. Okay, the now stream one will going to open over here. Stream criteria is open. So in the stream criteria, so this transform stream layer is actually added through the group layer, as you already seen. So we will use this transformations functions to rescale the layer, because we are actually using the unsure that which distance from the streams do or do not leave the beer. Okay, so anyway, we are going to use this just need to come to this continuous functions, and I'm changing this continuous functions as a small. Okay, so that's what I will fix it for this, and then simply you have to click again to the calculate to calculate it from the road distance. You see here, now I get the layer for the road also, sorry, stream also, and now I am going to do the same thing for the road. Okay, so this is I did for the streams. Now I am going to do the same thing for the road. So the road distance will come up. So now in this continuous functions, in this case we are going to use the linear. See, sometimes we are manually setting this class breaks also into the best way to put the cells into the suitability class. For example, you may not have know at which distance from the roads the habitat will be extended. So in this case, rather than defining the class breaks, you can let the ArcGIS Pro use the continuous transformations functions to calculate the suitability value. Okay, so we will use the linear functions to rescale the road distance. So here you see here, I am just going to use the linear for this, and then again you need to calculate from this. So click on the calculate, so you will get the road layer from this. Okay, yeah, so I got the road layer. Okay, now one more is left, that is my slope. So I'm just going to select the slope this time. Okay, and for the slopes I am going to fix the function as the logistics layer. So see here, the transformation slopes layers is actually added to the BS suitability group layer already. Now we will rescale these slopes to the surface using this function one. So in this case I'm just going to set this as a logistics decay. Okay, so let's the suitability tab. Okay, we can simply click on the calculate. So this what we will get over the the slopes layers we will get over it. Okay, so now my models are actually ready. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to save our model parameters. So you need to click here save. So all these model parameters is actually saved over here. Okay, so now if you want to close this, then you can close this transformation span. Okay, and if you want to save the project, so you can save the project also. Okay, but I am not going to save it the project as of now. I'm just going to show you this. Okay, now we have to view the results. So this is the in general view the results will come. So once we'll run this suitability modeler, now in the content panel, this is my suitability maps. If you open, so you will get this is the final suitability map which is getting under all this criteria which is reflect over this maps. Okay, now you want is this a permanent map, so you can use this this model to run. Okay, so if you run this model, now your model will be permanently saving over here. Okay, you just see here, it is now permanently save this model. Okay, now this is the way we are actually creating the beer suitability analysis what we are actually prepared. Okay, so this is basically saved under this category. But now anyway, we are going to create a region, the suitability region. If you want, you can go for it also. Okay, so for the region creations, we have this options here, like this locate tab. You need to come to the locate tabs, and you have to need to make some parameters which I am giving, need to give it over here. So total area I am just considering as 100. Okay, now the square kilometer is the unit I'm just creating only. Okay, now the output raster name I'm just giving here name as a suppose the beer you can give name as a beer region. Okay, so or wherever you want to save, okay, so it's fine, I am saving here only. So you can give site suitability, or here I can save here name. I'm giving a name like beer region, beer region, region. Okay, so I'm giving a name, save. Okay, and you can make it as a circle. I'm just making it as a circle. So number of range region I'm just giving here as a 4. Okay, so 4 region it should create. Okay, and the minimum a region area, so that I'm just making this 1. The maximum area it will create 26. So this is the criteria which I fix for this. Okay, so now the minimum distance from the region between, okay, so minimum distance between the region I can give here as a 1.5 kilometer, and the maximum distance of the region I can create as a 6. Okay, so this is the all the criteria which you need to fill. So here distance unit I just mentioned as a kilometer, as I told you. Okay, so that's what you need to do. So this is your suitability model which you understand, like more suitable places, all this. But anyway, we are actually going to create a suitable region from this. Okay, so simply click on run. So it will create some 4 region. Okay, so which will be the most suitable for the beer locations. Okay, so accordingly it will actually going to create. So as you've seen already, these are the more high places which is coming. So you see your model is also prepared 3 or 4 region near to this particular location only. So let's see the results so that you can get an idea over it. Okay, so yes, this now you can see, you can switch this z value, you can make it from the symbology. Okay, and this from here you make it as a no color so that it will overlay over that particular region. And see, these are the 4 region which are most suitable for the beer. Okay, so that is the most beautiful thing is there in ArcGIS Pro as a site suitability tool. I will request everyone, definitely go for it. Okay, so and if you like this video, you please give your comments. Okay, and please give your suggestions what you want to see in the next. Thank you everyone, thank you very much.